And welcome back. It's time to round out another season of The Amazing Race, Cammie.
Seems like it just started.
I know, it does. I cannot believe it's already over. But this was a super exciting finale. So it starts with the teams traveling to Nashville for their final leg.
Which I love.
I
love
know.
Nashville.
I know, me too. And I always love how they come back to the States for their finale. So, okay, first up, the teams had to properly label and pack 30 bottles of Jack Daniels at the Jack Daniels distillery, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because as you see in the picture, so the labels they had to do was like the top part, and if it wasn't like perfectly laid on there, then it got pulled.
So detailed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they would, one half of the team would have to put the label on, and the other half would have to pack it in the box.
That's actually serious quality control in all of the, the manufacturers in the United States. They really do that, and they will like sell it for super cheap if it's not done right.
Yeah, and so it was really interesting, honestly. So what's funny is Emily and Molly actually got done with it like super fast, and the other two teams were like kind of kept messing up labels, so they were a little bit further behind. But as they were making their way to their next challenge, which was they had to climb and then rappel the Korean Veterans Memorial Bridge in Nashville, as they were traveling to the bridge, it was like the great equalizer because no one really knew where they were going, so they all got there around the same time, and then some people had some parking issues.
My question is, legal to do if you're not on a show like Amazing Race?
Okay, actually the same question. Like I was like, I didn't know that was like a normal, I mean, I guess I don't know that much about Nashville anyway, but I was like, I didn't know you could climb that bridge. It was interesting.
And maybe you can't.
Yes, yeah, so they literally climbed up the side of it. Once they got to the top, they had to like find a clue. But what's interesting is, okay, it wasn't like the typical like card or whatever they get with Amazing Race. It was a little more obscure, I guess. So there was this large guitar case at the top, and you opened it, and then it said Gibson Garage, I think is what it was called, which is a guitar shop in Nashville. So once you got in there and opened it, you're like, okay. So once you got the pick, you had to rappel down, which is what you see Derek doing here. You had to rappel yourself down back to the bottom. Then
lots of heights things.
I know.
This show.
I know. And what's funny is watching all their techniques getting up there. Like Derek did it pretty smoothly, but then like when Michelle did it, she was like almost like crawling, and then halfway up she realized that she could actually just like walk and pull herself up. So like their techniques of getting up there were funny, and then some of them didn't realize like the guitar case was the clue. So it was really goofy. It was really goofy. But okay, so following the climb and rappel, teams make their way to Gibson Garage Guitar Shop as mentioned. Once they get there, they have to retrieve 3 different guitars and then deliver them to 3 different bars on Broadway. That would be so hard.
It would. There's a ton of bars, first of all, to even find it. But also, like, this would be really hard on one of the twins, the one that had the knee problem.
Yeah, I believe Emily or I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. But, yeah, and what's crazy, too, is you have to think about, like, for those that have never been to Nashville, on Broadway, it's like a swarm of, like, imagine, like, running through Times Square with 3 guitar cases trying to find these different bars.
So many people,
it would be
all
super
hours
intense.
of the day and night.
Yeah, so they had to take them to each bar, and there was almost like a bouncer of sorts, and they had to get a wristband, and once they had all 3 wristbands, then they got their clue to the next challenge, right? So then they were sent to the Municipal Auditorium, and this is always my favorite part because it's always the last challenge of whatever the final leg is, right? And it's always kind of like another great equalizer in a lot of ways.
Kind of like a memory thing.
Yes, it's a memory thing based off.
You gotta remember their entire trip.
Yes, the entire season.
16 cities, 8 countries?
Something like that. It's like 11 legs. Like it's a lot to memorize, especially if you're not good with memory.
And this one had to be in order.
Yes. And on top of that, this one was like musical based in a sense. So there was like a large piano type thing on the ground. I've like seen these before, but I don't like know what you would call it, where you like step on it and have to play the notes.
Oh yeah.
So then like this. So then on the screen,
big.
Yeah.
There's one of these in Branson, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. So then on the screen, there was 11 different little cities or whatever you had to memorize, and they were correlated with a note on here. So then you had to memorize what it was. But then on top of that, you had 11 seconds to do the whole thing. So it was like super fast, right? Yeah. So then whatever team, once you completed that, then you raced to the historic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. So Derek and Claire, Team Big Brother, they are the ones that won this season. They got to the Ryman first, which is super, super exciting. Long lost twins Molly and Emily came in second. And then Team Miami, Michelle and Lewis came in third. It was an incredible season. And more excitingly, I got to talk to all 3 teams.
All 3 of them.
So we're going to hear from Derek and Claire here in a second, but the other 2 will be posted on our website, ozarksfirst.com, later this weekend.
I love that the twins came in that close to first.
Yes, me too.
They didn't even know each other.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes, great season. You can watch it all on Paramount Plus if you want to catch up. So.
That's right. All right, well, up next, Blake chats with the season 34 winners, Derek and Claire.
That's right. Stay tuned for their insight into their race experience when we return.